Hello students, welcome back to clothing construction class. So today we are going to learn about the pockets commonly found in our garments. We have three pockets that are often found in clothing: the inseam pocket, the patch pocket, and the front hip pocket. Okay, so we're gonna appreciate samples of each one as well as the pattern for each one. Okay, so pockets are located inside garments and sometimes on the top layer of your garments, depending on which pocket you use. So we can put pockets in a seam or a slash or simply attach it to your garment. So the first pocket, the inseam pocket. This pocket is considered the easiest pocket to construct. Okay, this is the pattern for a basic inseam pocket, where the pocket bag is a part of the garment front and back. So let's imagine this pattern is the front of a skirt. Okay, so we have the pocket built into the pattern. So all we do, we sew at the side and we sew around the pocket bag and we go down and your pocket is in. Okay, so the inseam pocket is attached to the side seam of a garment, usually skirts, dresses, but we can find this pocket in winter coats as well. Okay, in sportswear, yes, definitely you can find the inseam pocket. Now, the pocket can be cut from one pattern like this one, or it could be cut separate. So what that means is, imagine this did not have the pocket bag attached to it. So we had to have had a separate pattern for the inseam pocket, and then we have to attach the inseam pocket to the garment, and then we assemble the garment at the side seam after. So this is a bit more work, but it could be easy without that. Okay, but it'll have the same effect. All right, so the inseam pocket can be cut separate, the pattern, or it could be cut in one with the pattern. You can see some angles here, so I'm going to need to know how to how to pivot for a corner like this. So we know that pivoting means when you're turning corners in garment construction without breaking up your stitch. Okay, so we have to pivot at the top and at the bottom. All right, so we have a sample with an assembled inseam pocket. Okay, so this is the front of the garment. So this pocket it has an invisible look. It's hard to see this pocket. So if you want to have a clean look in your garment and not see where the pocket bag is, this is the pocket you need to choose. So the front of the garment, you see no work done, no visible stitching. This is a waistband. So in the back, you see all of the fuss. That's the pocket bag. Okay, so it has the same shape as the pattern. Okay, so that's the inseam pocket. Now we have the patch pocket. So patch pockets are made from the same fabric as the garment and stitched. I'll get a little closer, I think. A little closer. The patch pocket. So it can be made from the same fabric as your garment and stitched to the outside by machine or by hand. Okay, so we have this one stitched by machine. You can see it, the red stitching. So this pocket requires much more machine work, and it requires specific sewing processes. Sewing processes such as top stitching, which is the visible stitching you see. Processes such as stay stitching. So we have to appreciate, why do we need to stay stitch? So with this pocket, that is helpful, but not for the purpose you may think. Traditionally, stay stitching is used to keep biased or curved areas from a garment from stretching out. In this instance, we use stay stitching. Let's look at the pattern for a second. So imagine we cut out the pocket. We're going to stay stitch where you have these fold lines. That's going to help me when I move on to my pressing. So I'm going to transfer these, all 4 of these fold lines. I'm going to stitch on these lines. Okay, that's going to help me to properly press my pocket so it's a nice, perfect rectangle. And it'll help it to fit accurately in my pocket placement. Another symbol you have to transfer. Do you have to transfer the grain line symbol? No. It does not help you to place. It doesn't help you to sew. It only helps you to cut out your pattern and position it and cut it out. But nothing else the symbol helps you to do, okay? But you have to transfer your placement line, your pocket placement, so you know where the pocket will go. Okay, so we have to also appreciate mitering. Mitering. We have a mini pocket bag here. And we have one corner that's mitered. Okay, so this corner here is mitered. So on the wrong side, it looks kind of awkward. It looks like that. It's kind of strange looking. But this makes your pocket bag lie flat and be more attractive when it's stitched down. Now we didn't miter this corner. All mitering means is you are going to cut off a diagonal triangle from your fabric. So if I know where my fold lines are, I stay stitch them. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to cut 1/8 away from where my fold lines intersect. So this is what mitering is about. All I'm doing, okay? So this pocket bag right now, this pocket is mitered. So it's going to have a neater fold when I fold and press my corner. It's going to be nice and flat, not bulky and messy. You need to also appreciate top stitching. Top stitching, visible row of stitching found on the right side of your garment. You will see it, okay? We intentionally use contrasting thread here just to appreciate that, okay? Ideally, would I use red thread on off-white fabric? Maybe not, but just to appreciate it for this video, all right? So we top stitch, but very important, you want to reinforce the top corners of your pocket. If you ever had a shirt or a garment with a patch pocket in it and you use the patch pocket, you will realize that you have a lot of tension being placed at the top. And if you ever notice a child with a torn pocket, it's because this area was not reinforced enough for that garment. Okay, so we have 2 options of reinforcing: back stitching or sewing a triangle. What did I use? A triangle. Okay, so I want us to be very, very strong. So when I have my money in my pocket, my pen, my lipstick, whatever it is, it's going to stay on the garment and not tear off after a short while. Okay, so we also have one more pocket to look at. That's your front hip pocket. This pocket here. This is the pattern for the sample that you see on the table. So this pocket is often found in jeans pants or short pants. Sometimes in casual khaki skirts as well. Okay, so the front hip pocket is diagonal or curved in shape, and it attaches to the waist and the side seam. Waist, side seam. So we have a sample here. This is a sample of a front hip pocket. I attach this pocket bag to the waist and the side seam. This pocket, you could appreciate it more from the wrong side. This is what the wrong side of your jeans may look like. You have a little sack inside the garment. Okay, that's your inseam pocket. That's it. Sorry, your front hip pocket. Okay, so this pocket could also have top stitching on it. Now my pocket is not curved, it's diagonal. So a straight line going at an angle. Okay, but I do have a visible top stitch on it. So I made it a little sporty. A lot of our professional trousers, and maybe even some skirts, not common today in fashion, but professional trousers have the front hip pocket in it. So if you have a professional pair of pants that you wear maybe to more of a professional event, or to maybe for a work interview, this is the type of pocket that you'll probably find in it. You would not have top stitching on it if it's in that type of garment. This pocket is often found in jeans, as we said. In that instance, that's sportswear, so you will have a top stitch on it. Even to appreciate that, we top stitch the waistband, because usually your jeans pants are top stitched at the waist as well. So this is the pattern to appreciate it. This is the pocket bag for the front hip pocket. It could be smaller than this. Okay, and usually it's the same fabric as the garment, but sometimes in your jeans pants you have a nicer, softer cotton, making your front hip pocket bag. It may not be denim. If it was denim, it would be too thick in your jeans. So this could be a different fabric than your main garment fabric. Okay, so there we have our 3 common pockets found in garment construction. As a review, you have your inseam pocket, your patch pocket, and your front hip pocket. Now they all have steps. I have another tutorial exploring how to apply the inseam pocket, but we are going to appreciate the patch pocket because that's a common one that we find sometimes in our subject area to complete for national exams. Okay, I attached a pattern of the patch pocket. So we're going to use our textbooks at home, and we're going to appreciate how to assemble and get this pocket ready. So if you have a machine at home, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Find a needle and thread. Just find some scrap fabric and let's practice making the patch pocket.